What's up, everybody? 8-Bit Villain here. Today, I woke up craving more information about Path of Exile 2, and I know that PAX just happened recently, this previous weekend, I believe. So I found a nice video from Talkative Try. Seems like a cool dude. He makes lots of PoE 2 stuff, and I think this is a video I want to watch and react to because it's all new stuff. So let's do that. Truth be told, my dog is probably going to bark and it's going to be loud. And she won't stop today. She's a little insane, so I'm going to have to just edit that out the best that I can. Thanks a lot, Ripley. So here's the video. I'm not going to lie. I watched like the first minute of it just to see if I wanted to watch the rest of it, and I absolutely do, so let's do it.
Talkative Exiles, Talkative Try here with another Path of Exile 2 video.
Yo.
Today we have some new information about Path of Exile 2 that is very exciting from PAX West. The bulk of today's video is going to be talking about how gems work in Path of Exile 2. A complete rundown of it because it has changed a lot, and I feel like I need to put out a video just to get my head wrapped around how many different things has changed with the skill gem system.
Good. Yes. I want to know all about the skill gems.
Then we're going to look at the current gem set, meaning
look at that boss.
How many gems are in the game, the goal by 1.0,
awesome.
which is the launch 6 to 12 months after early access, what will actually happen by 1.0. Then we're going to look at some cool skill gems, some cool support gems, and talk about what other archetypes.
Did I just lose internet? That'd be so fucking fantastic for my day. Looks like I did. Okay, so my internet died. I had to restart the computer for some reason. It was really awesome. So here we go. I believe the last thing I said was how cool this boss is.
And skills have not yet been explored in PoE 2. And then we're going to close it out with a little bit of a question from me about some new Path of Exile 2 videos. Let's begin with the news from PAX West. There were two interviews that Octavian did with outlets Geeks vs. Geeks and Echo Hack. And the first one I just need to mention is the fact that early access will not be invite only. It will be open. This was confirmed.
Wait, what? Sorry, I talked over it. I didn't hear it.
There were two interviews that Octavian did with outlets Geeks vs. Geeks and Echo Hack. And the first one I just need to mention is the fact that early access will not be invite only. It will be open. This was confirmed by Octavian, and the way to get in will come up soon, and we should keep an eye on pathofexile2.com. Now, a long time ago, Jonathan Rogers did say that the way to get into Path of Exile 2's closed beta, open beta, and now early access would be the same as the Fall of Oriaths or PoE 1's 3.0 expansions beta, and that was going to be through various keys that you could purchase.
Ooh. I mean, if they're a reasonable price, I'm cool with that. You have to give them money somehow, right? It's a free-to-play game. I have no problem supporting them financially. If they have to pay for a key, then I will pay for a key.
If you had supported with supporter packs in the past, a certain amount, about $500.
What? Whoa, that's not happening.
And there would be random draws and the like. He said Path of Exile 2's would be very similar. They obviously have not announced the official way to get in, but a lot of people were saying, okay, well, maybe this is just going to be invite only. No. It is going to be open. If you want to play Path of Exile 2 on November 15th, you will be able to do so.
Well, that's cool, but I'd pay for a key. I have no problem with that. Not $500. I'd pay up to $60 for a key. Because, you know, like I said, they got to make some money. This is fucking a free game, dude.
Next, he clarified how leveling gems worked. I was a little confused about this, and when we go over skill gems in just a few minutes, I'm going to do a full rundown on it. Additionally, he said that both games are now running on the same updated self-built engine, which wasn't happening before.
Wait, so PoE 1 is now running on this engine? Huh.
This was mainly done for MTX, but graphical updates to PoE 1 from PoE 2 are now very, very feasible.
Oh, but will they do it? I don't know. I would think at this point, I wouldn't call it a waste of time, but it definitely would not be anywhere near the top of my priority list.
In addition, Zizarin, with his interview with Octavian, apparently the wait times at Gamescom to play Path of Exile 2 were 2+ hours.
I believe
People
that.
People were hyped, and it was really cool for Octavian to be able to tell them the release date is November 15th. If you're happy playing it at Gamescom or PAX West, here is the time when you will actually be able to play it on your own computers. Big thanks to Geeks vs. Geeks, Echo Hack, and Zizarin for that little bit of Path of Exile 2 news. Now we're going to head into the bulk.
The 15th can't come soon enough. And look at these lava/fire effects. These are fucking top notch.
The video, which is talking about all the different skill and support gems and the systems surrounding them in Path of Exile 2, because they have undergone quite an evolution.
Yeah, looks good.
It's seriously ridiculous. Right now, we're looking at 124 skill gems ready for early access and
Nice.
71 support gems.
Ooh.
Now, let's get into the actual mechanics of said gem system. But before we get any deeper into the video, the best way you can support the channel is to hit the like button right now and to subscribe to the channel for more Path of Exile 2 content. All of it is going to be here on this channel. I'm going all in on covering it, making builds, and all the rest.
Support this dude. He's cool.
Hugely fun time.
Hit like and
I
subscribe.
can really use your support in growing the channel. We're going to see how fast we can balloon up and see if I could turn this into something that I can do more often. Thank you all so much for your support. Here's the most basic part of it. Skilled gems give skills, everyone. Support gems enhance or change those skills they are socketed in. In 2019, gem sockets were given by gear. That has completely changed. It changed in 2023, and now skill gems are just in it to your character. You have 9, and you can get more skills from items and potential ascendancy classes, which we'll talk about more later. Right now, you have a max of 5 support gems that can be linked or socketed into a skill gem. Skills start with 2 possible sockets, and you can get more sockets onto your skill gems using items or finding gems with more natural.
I need to see that visually. I can kind of put that together in my head, but I need to see that visually to fully grasp that.
Sockets. These items that you're able to find, they are probably going to be jeweler's orbs and greater versions of them that can change the number of sockets in a skill gem from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 or 2 to 4 and the like. Gems are now gained from uncut gems, both support gems and skill gems. Gems also don't require experience to level up. Now you use those uncut gems that you find to find higher level gems, or you use uncut gems to level up gems you already have. Say you find a level 19 uncut gem. You can use it on a level 7 skill gem to level it into a level 19 skill gem, or you can just create a skill of the level of the uncut gem.
That sounds awesome.
Open that screen, you choose from any skill that you possibly want. You are not limited in any way.
This is the first time I'm seeing this screen. I'm going to just take it in for a sec here. Okay, so we got top row is 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, and 11. And then they have 13 at the bottom. Okay, and on the left, we have the various weapon types. I don't see a scythe. That's a bummer. I would die for a scythe. I gotta have a scythe on my witch. I just have to.
Besides the level of the uncut gem, but say you are a mercenary primarily using crossbows, that doesn't mean you can't choose an occult skill or an elemental skill. You can choose anything that you'd like, even though the default screen that you're going to open to is based on what you are currently wielding in your primary weapon slot. If you are a caster and you're using a staff and using elemental skills, then you will automatically open to the elemental screen instead. Originally, gems were sorted by class when gem cutting. Now when you engrave them, they are sorted by weapon or archetype, with an option to see all gems at once too. The number of each skill and support gem attribute or color type you can use is determined by your strength, dexterity, and intelligence. Every 5 points gives you 1 gem slot of that type to use.
That's actually cool. I like that a lot.
So for example, if you have a 20 strength, that means you can use 4 red or strength gems. If you have a 5 dexterity, you can only use 1 green or dexterity gem between support and normal skill gems. And to close it out, skills in Path of Exile 2 can be comboed with each other for massive damage and advantages over enemies. This design is very intentional, and even though 1 to 2 button builds will still be possible in Path of Exile 2, and you will be able to clear content with them, you are supposed to combine skills together for huge damage and
These
awesome
bosses are crazy. I
combinations.
love it.
Now let's talk about the state of gems in the game as it stands in the lead up to early access. Based on all the builds that we've seen in both LA events that I was present in, at Gamescom, at PAX West, we have been able to patch together this set of gems, and I'm getting a lot of this information over from PoE2DB. The people over there are doing phenomenal work, including Schwan, who I think does the bulk of the work, if not all the work over there. So we
PoE2DB.
currently
Let me write
have
that down.
124 skill gems known in Path of Exile 2. We have 71 support gems presently. Then we have 7 archetypes we've seen with actual skills attached to them being spear, bow, crossbow, mace, elemental, occult, and quarterstaff. Note that 2 of those particular categories, elemental and occult, are not attached to any weapon. That's because those are spells and those can be used with any weapon type.
Wait, what?
Then we have 5 archetypes we've seen no skills associated to directly: axe, sword, primal, dagger, and flail. Then we have some archetypes that we don't see on the gem cutting screen that likely still exist in the game. Those being claws, divine, and traps. I'm not sure if there's anything else that I'm missing. Let me know in the comments below if there's something that is completely escaping my mind.
For me to live my ultimate necromancer fantasy, I need a scythe. Please. I hope there are some scythes in the game.
But I think claws are confirmed to still be in the game. Traps are. Mines aren't. They're built into traps, and traps are actually items, and the items give you the skill. And then divine, I just think we're going to have divine skills, some sort of holy skills in the game. We'll see if that pans out. That's a prediction from me. Now, the goal by 1.0, the launch of Path of Exile 2, which will happen between 6 to 12, maybe a little bit longer, months out from that November 15th early access launch, was 240 skill gems total.
That's a lot, dude. Also, this game looks great. Look at the environmental details. Like, this is really good work.
This was claimed in the Path of Exile 2 Trailer 3 released at ExileCon 2023. They said, we want 240 skill gems at least, with a lower limit of 20.
Is that guy on a fucking Star Wars Return of the Jedi forest speeder bike? I can't remember what the fuck they're called right now, and I look like a loser. But look at that thing.
To 25 skill gems for each archetype. That's the updated aim in 2024, with more potential skills in every archetype. What's actually realistic if we look at what is actually in the game right now? Even
Look at, guys, boss mechanics. Isn't that cool?
more. If we count the 15 archetypes outlined before and multiply by the lowest limit of 20 skill gems per archetype, we'd hit 300 with ease. I'd posit we'll hit 350 to 400 skill gems by the launch of 1.0, as there's a bunch of skills going into each archetype and likely more archetypes that'll be defined in the future. Speaking of the future, the possibilities are just huge.
Yeah, dude, the possibilities are insane. That is so much.
I can't even fathom what we're going to see in 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 2.0, all the different skills and combinations and abilities that are going to be added into the game. The possibilities in Path of Exile 2 are literally endless. The fact that we've been speculating about this game for 5 years now, and they're building on this game for 5 years now, the fact that they will be updating it after releasing it is just mind-boggling. Now we are going to talk about a few skill gems that I think are super cool before hopping over to the support gems section. The first one is Bind Spectre. This allows you.
I'm not going to go over this part. If you guys want to see this part, please go check out his video. I'm going to link it in the description. Check out his entire video. We're going to skip this part because I don't want to like steal his entire video. So we're going to go right to the end.
Skill gems aren't the only way that we will get skills in Path of Exile 2. You know, in Path of Exile 1, uniques give skills. We have Blood of Corruption, Relic of the Past, and Doriani's Fist that give quite unique skills. And I'm sure the same is going to continue in Path of Exile 2. Then we'll have ascendancies, and we know that Grinding Gear Games tinkered with this early on in PoE2's development when we were supposed to get the Werecat skill on the
The
Beastmaster
Werecat?
and summon
Holy shit.
cats. This still might be a thing. I reckon it will if they want ascendancies to be absolutely game changing. Cannot wait to see what they have in store. Then, of course, we have all these different archetypes that we haven't even yet seen yet. We have Primal, which definitely has to do with shape shifting and transforming and other
I
gems like
love all
Summon
that
Wolf,
lightning.
maybe Summon Bear, maybe there are some other summon types in there and stuff we can't expect. Then we have Claws. We've seen nothing to do with Claws. Then we have Traps as well. I'm sure that they have been working hard at that in the background.
The traps, if I had to guess, are going to be really great for your mercenary. Yeah, dude.
We have axes too. Nothing to do with axes. We do know that Cyclone is an axe skill. I think that's basically it. We also saw that whirling axe in the trailer 3 from ExileCon 2023. And then sword skills too, which are attached to the duelist or were attached to the duelist. We haven't seen any of that stuff. So I'd love you all to go into the comments below and give me some insane speculation. What do you think is the next skill archetype that we are going to see revealed for Path of Exile 2? And what
Holy.
is it going to look like? Do you think we're going to get the Templar and a bunch of holy skills and
Yes.
skills with the flail? Do you think we're going to get the duelist and, 25 different sword skills? And how will they be dissimilar to skills that we've already seen? Because
I think the most obvious logical choice is the holy spells with the flail. I think he's nailing that. I think that's 100% accurate.
remember, it's super important for Grinding Gear Games to make all these playstyles feel distinct. They went all in with the Witch to make sure that the
Yeah,
Witch
they did.
felt good and played differently from everything else. Same with the Mercenary. Same with the Druid.
My witch video is, for me, it has done amazingly well. I got 12K views on my witch video, and I don't think it's because of anything that I did. It's just because the witch looks so amazing, and they did go all out, all in on the witch. Like, holy shit, dude.
They're going all in these archetypes. Really curious to see what they have in store for the rest of these melee skills in Path of Exile 2. There's going to be a ton of Path of Exile 2 content leading up to Path of Exile 2's early access release, so make sure if you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you want more PoE 2 content, all of it will be here on Talkative Try. Subscribe now and hit the sub notification bell button.
This guy makes good videos. I've seen a bunch of his stuff. It's always very informative. It's good stuff. Make sure you check out his original video. For the rest of it, I skipped about 10 minutes or so. Go check out the rest. Make sure you like his video, subscribe. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care.